Plaintiff Sharetta Moore says she was running errands one day and pulled into the defendant's gas station. Sharetta claims she changed her mind about getting gas, and as she was trying to pull out, the defendant jumped in her car, damaging the vehicle. And then he made obscene gestures at her. Defendant Brendan Callahan says he believes Sharetta was trying to cut through the gas station because they're located on the corner of a busy intersection. Brendan admits he ended up on the hood of Sharetta's car, but insists it was because she hit him.
Start with you.
Okay, on January 8th of 2007, I was out running some errands, and I approached this gas station, so I proceeded to go into this gas station and changed my mind and went on ahead and passed the pumps, and as I got to the exit, the defendant had ran from the gas station, got in front of my vehicle, placed his hands on the front of the vehicle, and was directing me in a very rude manner to reverse and to go back out the exit that I came in.
Was he gonna make you buy gas?
Exactly. Well, I guess. And so at that point, I was trying to ask the defendant.
Let me ask him, sir. Did you do this? Did you go and tell her to go back after she was trying to leave?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. You gonna make her buy the gas, or?
Well, most people usually listen to people who are in a position of authority for the property.
Okay.
I work there, so if I ask
you
them
work
to do
there or you own it?
I work there.
Go ahead.
We have a problem with people cutting through the station at high speed all the time, and it's quite dangerous for us on our job.
So that's what you're saying she did? She cut through the station at a high speed?
That is correct.
Why do people do that?
They're trying to avoid the lights, sir.
Oh, okay.
They don't want to wait a few seconds at the lights, so they'd rather endanger us and our customers by tearing through the station.
And she said you ran out and put your hands on her car.
Not first.
But ultimately?
Yes, I did,
You ran
sir.
in front of her car?
Oh, I walked in front of it.
And you're not the owner?
No.
Well, they need to get that station to you. If you fool enough to run in front of a car, you must love that owner.
Yes, actually I do. I'm very loyal.
It's your wife?
No. He's just very respectful. He understands me, and he makes a great working environment for us.
Very good.
I'm not going to run in front of any cars for you.
You wouldn't risk,
Stop.
I love you, but not you.
You wouldn't risk your life for me?
Not at all.
You wouldn't run in front of a speeding car?
No.
You know, I'll take his job. I'll do it for you.
You do it for me? You're the kind of guy I need.
More of Judge Mathis in a moment.
So at that point, I'm talking on the police, and the defendant then hikes up his leg, grabs his crotch, and humps the front end of my car right at me. And so then, you know, I'm like really frightened at this point.
Tell me this isn't true. I've heard of men that love cars.
It was a nice car.
But I hope you didn't take it this far.
Plaintiff Sharetta Moore is suing a gas station attendant who jumped on her car, but he insists he had no choice after Sharetta hit him with the vehicle.
He says he believes you were speeding through the station to avoid a light.
That is incorrect.
Why did you change your mind about getting gas then?
Well, as I was approaching from the street, and I have a picture that I can show you that there
Just tell me.
Okay, it was a branch, so I a branch, it was branches, so I really couldn't see the prices of the gas station. So when I pulled in, when I immediately saw the prices, and then that's what at that point I changed my mind. I thought I can go somewhere else that has gas that was less cheaper.
And he jumped in front of it like the loyal attendant he is.
She was stopped at that point. I don't go in front of moving cars. I'm not that
Oh,
heroic.
you're not that loyal?
I could be for you.
Ma'am, so what happened?
When I tried to back up to go maneuver around him, he then jumped on top of the hood of the car, and then at that point I'm screaming like, sir, you need to get off the hood of my vehicle. And at that point he gets off his car, and I back up because I said, okay, well, I can go out the second entrance. He jumped on the vehicle again. And then at that point, as I'm sitting here, because I'm like, I have had enough, I'm going to call the police. So at that point, I'm talking on the police, and the defendant then hikes up his leg, grabs his crotch, and humps the front end of my car right at me. And so then, I'm like really frightened at this point.
Tell me this isn't true. I've heard of men that love cars.
It was a nice car.
But I hope you didn't take it this far. Tell me, sir, what happened?
Okay.
Did you actually jump on her car, first of all?
Not the first time. There was 3 total incidents.
Tell me about them, sir.
Okay. Her car was stopped there, so I told her to go back out the way she came. This is not a thoroughfare. I did not touch her car that time. I simply put up my finger and said, you need to go back out the way you came.
All right.
Well, she did a 3-point turn, and like she was going to go back out the way she came, and instead she stopped there and tried going out the southwest entrance. I went in front of the car again, and again, I leave not as much room as there is between you and I, and I'm like, no, and she kept inching up her car onto me, and then I'm like, is she actually going to hit me with a car? And so I started going, that's going to be felony assault if you hit me with that car. And then she did, and I turned to the other attendant and says, did you see that? She hit me. She hit me. Because I was kind of in disbelief over this.
So the only way you ended up on her hood, you're telling me, is that she hit you?
That's correct, sir.
All right. Even though, by your own admission, you saw her inching up.
That is correct, sir.
All right. And it never occurred to you, when a car is inching, you kind of move to the side and get out of the way? Your witness want to speak?
She comes in where she saw it. We're not at that point yet.
Yeah, we are at that point.
Okay. Hey, it's your house.
State your name, ma'am.
Kim Chapels.
What do you want to tell me today?
So I found out he was hit by a car. I go outside in time.
You saw it?
Only the second, third time she hit him. I looked out the little window because I didn't see anyone by the pump. So I looked out to the side. He was setting off the hood and he was standing there. At that point, she moved forward again, bumped him.
He was standing in front again?
He was trying to move because I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Okay, so the second time he was trying to move out of the way?
Yes.
And how did he do so?
He came moving towards me because he saw me looking out the window. He lost balance at that point. And he
wasn't on the hood?
No, no, this is the last time he's on the hood. It's when he shook his testicles at her.
Let's try this again. The second time he was hit, according to you, he did not end up on the hood?
That part I didn't see. I saw the end of it.
Didn't see the second time on the hood. What was the third thing you saw?
Him doing the testicle dance.
He wasn't on the hood. He never ended up on the hood. So
he had his left knee on it.
Ma'am, you never saw him on the hood at all?
No.
All right, thank you. Have a seat. She never saw you on the hood at all. So, could be that you were on the hood only once. How many times did he end up on your hood?
Twice.
And you say you were hit the first time. How did you end up on it the second time?
That's the one I didn't see coming.
She hit you again.
And got me off balance, and I fell onto her hood.
Anyone have a police report?
Yes,
Did
I
the police
do.
ever get involved?
Yes.
More of Judge Mathis when we return. Defendant Brendan Callahan is being sued for jumping on the plaintiff's car, but he insists the only reason he ended up on her car was because she hit him with the vehicle.
All right. Your counterclaim, sir, is $1,300 for assault and battery?
That is correct,
And that's
sir.
because you allege that she hit you?
That is correct,
All
sir.
3 times?
Intentionally.
Intentionally. Okay. Banu Tyson, adult customer of the gas station, witnessed the incident. Okay, this is the witness speaking. Moore attempted to drive away. Callahan then jumped onto the hood. Yes, sir, we got an independent witness.
That arrived
says
10
that
minutes
you
after
jumped.
it ended.
I had no independent witness arrive 10 minutes after it ended. Person doesn't even know her. Why would the independent witness lie to the police?
He does
10
know
minutes
her.
afterwards, he rolls up to lie to the police?
Yes, she called him on her phone.
What?
She called him on her phone.
What evidence you have to prove that?
Unfortunately, I don't have
I
it.
know you don't. That's why your case is dismissed for assault, because you jumped on the car, because as you said, you would jump out in front of a car for me. You would jump on a car for me. So you like jumping on the cars for people. And you don't get an assault and battery claim judgment when you like jumping on cars and getting hit. You get counseling. Your claim is dismissed. Ma'am, I will grant your claim for $1,118. Have a good day, folks.
Thank you so much.